Alrighty, well, hey, I'm inside here with the used mower that I bought, the w3213, which means 32 cut, 13 horsepower. As you can see right there. This is actually a pretty good engine. I'm not a big fan of Kohlers, only because every engine that I've ever had that was a Kohler didn't work for me. This one's pretty solid, so far. So I got to change out the belts. I just did the oil change. Takes almost exactly 2 quarts, which I thought was a lot for this engine, but that's what we got here. It is missing one of the rings that goes up here, and 1, 2, 3, yeah, because it's up higher. So I'm not sure where you buy them, but I got to find one of those. I think Tractor Supply actually has these, so it's just generic type of situations, for those farm equipment or whatever. So I've seen them. I don't know if it's the exact size. If not, I'll go in parts and order one. So got a belt, came in from Amazon. See if this works. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. Probably not gonna film it all because I'm running out of memory, so I'll just show some of it. Look at that. That ain't good. That's a bitch. Means I gotta take that off, I don't know. If it's a through bolt, I'll just end up taking the whole damn thing off so I can get the, I might just grease up in there anyway. Just take them completely off, because I gotta get to change the belts anyway. Change the blades anyway, so. Alright. I broke that. Right there. Got the belt off. These are your spacer washers. 3 blades. They gave me 3 blades. I tell you what, I got the worst luck. So I probably paid for 3 blades. Only needed 2. And there's 2 blades in here. Now this blade is the right size for this one. Let's see, I hope so. If it looks like the right size. Okay. I'm taking these for the 54. This is a bigger mower. So we'll see. Now I couldn't get that off, so I'm going to have to take this whole thing off, hopefully. I can't get it off. Right there. There and there are little pieces to get it off. Wow. So that's actually pretty cool. Actually has this actually holds this on from falling off completely. My X-Mart's not like that. That's actually a good feature. Cool. A little over engineering, I like that. So anyway, gotta do what I gotta do. Alright, so new belt, new blades. It's still not cutting quite right. The gear's not too bad, but with other jobs I've noticed that it wasn't getting low enough. But I actually put the blades on wrong, and I'll talk about that later. Alright, so belt's not tight enough. This is obviously the wrong size belt, and I got this thing almost extended all the way out. But this is a way you can adjust it without having to take it all the way off. Because I actually adjusted both sides, but you can't do that. You can only do one side, so This is how you adjust it the quick way without taking the spindle off. Alright, so this video has been taking me a while to put together, but I took that entire thing apart. Come to find out, all I had to do was just move that bolt, loosen that up. But I did take it off right here, but I'm glad that I did, because I found this piece here, you can adjust it. This is the blade, the belt catch. It was all the way over here and it was loose, so this was still flopping around. So I stuck it over here and it stopped the floppiness. Also, I broke one of these towers and I just put wood and glued it in there so it can't come off. But another problem. So the belt, this belt's way too big. I thought I got the right part number. It's obviously bigger than the one that was in there, because this thing was spinning faster when I got it, but the belt got all chewed up because it came off the thing and went underneath of it, which is the reason why the guy got rid of it. I take the air out of the tires to get it down to cut low. It still wasn't cutting low enough, and by that time this is scraping the ground. So what I found out was there are these washers in here. They were like this all the way to the bottom. So what I did was I took them out and stuck them up in here. I left the one in there because I didn't quite want to have the bolt sitting on there, which I think should be a bigger washer. But so let's see if this helps bring this blade down lower. So see how it's like right here? Now look at the other one. It's almost 2 inches. I brought the whole inch, you know. In this case, an inch matters. So there we go. I am missing one of these pieces. I'll have to find one somehow, or place to get it to go if I want it to go even higher, but I don't think I'll have that problem because this mower cuts high from what I saw there. So there's all kinds of adjustments. I have an X mark right here. I mean, if you look at it, there ain't no difference in the way it's made. They're made identical. So the whole horse shit where X marks the best, don't get me wrong, they're good products. I like them, but all these mowers are basically all the same. Snapper, Ferris, you know. A lot of these ones that look like this, the older body styles, they were all built basically using the same type of parts. Ran over something good. Alright, so final test of this mower. I think I could put the air back in the tire because I had to let the air out to get the thing to come down lower. Basically, I used those spacers that it came with on the belt, the blade, and I just changed them so I can bring the blade closer to the ground, to the bottom of the deck. So hopefully I can cut lower. I assume that's what it's for. It doesn't matter the space that the blade sits on when the spindle is the exact same as the washers. So it doesn't have to sit right on the spindle. In my theory, it doesn't matter where it sits. So that's probably why it came like that, so you can adjust it. This thing is fully adjustable. Other than the fact that I hate belt drives because they're always going. I'm trying this out because I want to see if I want to spend the money on a hydro version of this. So I did all the adjustments, and I'm going to take a real quick video and see how it cuts better. That belt is obviously the wrong size, so did the research myself, got the numbers wrong. Even the dealership really didn't know what they were doing. It boggles me sometimes how you can have a product and people can't figure it out. But anyway, that's what it is. Maybe I have to call the actual the store that this thing was bought from, because I have the sticker on there. I know where the place is. But anyway. Yeah, that's my yard. I ain't got time, man. No one sees it. But anyway, it's gonna make some good videos. You know what? Should I just let it grow tall so I can do a overgrown video? I'm gonna run through here and see what happens. That's okay, because I want that belt tight, but it's obviously the wrong size belt, because you can see how it's still moving. And that's because it's not going to loosen up as much. I had to put a bungee cord here because of that button. This would start to loosen up. See, that would start to come out, and then there was that sensor. I actually moved the sensor up, but I can't quite figure out why it feeds back like that. There's nothing to allow it to do that. But I don't know. I try to adjust it. I don't know a whole lot about it, so I try to adjust these to make it sit in a different spot. It's old. you know, it's not going to run like brand new. The transmission is strong. The wheel did lock up on me. I banged into a fence with the wheel, and I think I broke the bearing in the sulky. And I was taking it apart last night, and I was like, shit, the bearing seized up in one wheel, so it just locked. So I can't use the sulky, which sucks, because this thing does pull you pretty good. So now, you can see, I hope I didn't kill my grass, but yeah, I cut low. I cut a hell of a lot lower. So now I can at least put one notch up higher and get this thing running better instead of scraping on the ground, because that deck is basically scraping the ground in some areas when I hit. The problem with these big decks is why I like that Sutex Stealth better, is with these big decks, you got this bulky design. If you hit any kind of a little bit of a dip on the property, the whole deck digs in. As if where the small one does it, but not as much as this does. And that's kind of why that 30-inch Toro is so desirable, because you don't have those issues of the deck digging in, because the deck is so big. The only way to fix that would be to, I don't know, maybe make the wheels a little farther out to the side, but then you do that, you offset the wheels, and then you don't get a good balance or something. I don't know. That's what I would think, but it's just the way it is. The deck is so bulky. Better yet, would be to put the wheels on the side, just like you do a regular lawnmower. Put the wheels right on the side of it. Instead of having the swivels, just have, well, you have to have swivels. But I don't know. Maybe put smaller wheels or whatever. I don't know. That's where you get dilemmas and everything. But there you go. So it's working now. So I'm gonna go test it on some real yards now. Like, that's not a real yard, but that's pretty damn good. Brand new blades. I didn't even sharpen those blades. I need to sharpen them. But there are new blades on there, so I can take that work with me. I have a yard that I want to use this on. It's got more power in the engine versus the Sutex Stealth. Honestly, this design is actually better. A way better design. I don't like the handles. If I could adjust this and turn this into a hydro, this would be the ultimate mower right there. If I could make that hydro, this would be the ultimate mower. Perfect size. And it takes up less space on the trailer, so I gotta load all these back in. I got dull blades on this. Shit blades was actually cutting pretty good. The blades are just complete shit. So I brought a portable sharpener with me. When I get out there, I'm gonna try to lift it up a little bit and just do a little quick sharpen, just so it's a little bit better before I change the blades all out. Got a couple more shit yards to do before I do that. And I'm gonna waste $60 worth of blades on a crappy yard and get big old nicks in it. So there you go, it's all done.